Welcome along to round 7 here of the National League Championship. First game of the weekend, we'll see Christchurch United hosting Auckland City here at Christchurch Football Centre. Well, it's an exciting fixture to look forward to. Two old mates going toe-to-toe, and Paul Eiffel and Albert Riera. Once playing for the Phoenix together, but now adversaries in the coaching bench. It's a bit of an exciting weekend, actually, with the third to last round of this National League Championship. See Auckland United hosting Kashmir Technical later today, as well as Miramar Rangers hosting Melville United. And tomorrow, the Phoenix Reserves hosting current league leaders Wellington Olympic, and Napier City Ropers will be hosting Birkenhead United. As we said, Wellington Olympic sitting on top of the table at the moment. Auckland City at the heels, a further 2 points back from the 15 points that Wellington Olympic have. And then we've got Christchurch United, today's hosts, and sitting in 8th place. They picked up a great victory last week against Miramar Rangers. 3 goals victory there, the first one of the season. And talking to Coach Paul Eiffel, they were delighted with their display. They've been playing some good football, but not being able to get the results. It all came to head last week, where it all sort of came together for them, and a 3-0 victory was well deserved. Auckland United last week picked up that 2-goal victory with a couple of great goals from captain Cam Howison. One from 70 yards, so we'll see what he might be able to pick up today. There's not sure about last week's breeze at Kiotia Street, but there certainly isn't much to talk of here today. There's a warm one though, 21 degrees. And that 14k breeze will be coming across the pitch, and I don't think it will have much impact on the game. And here we go with the visitors. A very formidable group of players here. Came from plenty of them with New Zealand experience. Current one, obviously, Cam Howison, currently playing for the All Whites, or did it the last outing. And you've got Sam Botherton, Adam Mitchell, also capped for New Zealand. And that bench, how strong's that? Lots of caps sitting there waiting to come on, and Ryan De Vries and Malio Tare. So plenty of choice there for Coach Albert Riera to unleash as they head towards what they hope is this top 2 final.
Good afternoon, guys.
And the home side today, coached by Paul Eiffel. Well, plenty of these players have been coached by Paul Eiffel in the past with his academies and running in Nelson and Wairarapa. Scott Morris, Riley Grover, and to name a couple, also Captain Matt Todd-Smith, who's been a steady influence on this side. A lot of play will go through him. Good to see Blake Weston back into the game. He's second one back from a bit of a finger injury. And look for goals to come through from Eddie Wilkinson, Mika Rabuka, or the recently returned from injury also is Daniel McLennan. And there's bound to be a bit of entertainment going here today at Christchurch Football Centre. It'll be a good game to get along to. I'm sure there'll be a good collection of people in the crowd. You can hear the spattering of applause as the teams will be coming out. As we mentioned, there's just the 2 rounds left in the fixture in this National League Championship. Christchurch United have to take the top 2 teams on in Auckland City this week. They follow this up with a trip to Wellington Olympic, and then finish with a derby game against fellow Canterbury side Kashmir Technical. In Auckland City, their road into the final. A couple of games where they have host Miramar Rangers next week. And then the last game in round 9 will be against Melville United. Well, there's our officials. Campbell Kirk, Corey Arnold War will be taking charge of this one, assisted by Michael Love, Caleb Downs. Hayden McCabe is the 4th official. Great to see the Sunshine Football kids out there. A keen bunch of footballers that have been around for a while, well organised group of footballers. Look them up. Great inspirational group of players there. They love the game of football and they're at a train out here on Monday nights. And really do have a lot of fun. Brings you a smile to your face when you get to see them play, the Sunshine Football kids. Toss getting made now with the 2 captains, Howison, Todd Smith. Christchurch United will be very keen to find some home form. They haven't been able to pick up too many points here at their home ground. The last outing at home was a 5-2 loss to Melville. Well, Melville could do no wrong on that day. And so they've only been able to pick up just the 1 win. And that was last week. So Paul Eiffel will know that they're in for a bit of a challenge. The perennial favourites of any football competition hosted in this country is Auckland City. But it's reading through the Christchurch United team list, there's lots of students out there. Lots of young players keen to make an impact. There's nothing like testing yourself against the best. So we're all set to go. Referee Kawana Ward checks everything. And away we go, Auckland City. Start with in possession. And it's a long ball forward, won by Western. Bit of opportunity here, Wilkinson on the ball. Going to settle it down into Matheson. Right back. Been plenty of games from the bench for Show Matheson, but good to see him get an opportunity today. Daniel McLennan out there on the left-hand side. He'll provide a handful for any team he's up against. Back from injury, and looks like he's been able to maintain some level of strength and fitness. Bit of a limp, a bit of a knock being picked up while giving away the free kick there. So probably Matt Todd Smith. Just looking a wee bit uncomfortable there. Well, I think we can expect Cam Howson on camera there to be an absolute threat from anywhere on the park for Auckland City today. Last week scored an absolute worldie from 70 metres out against the young Wellington Phoenix players. And that's Joe Hill that's picked up the knock there as he limps off to maybe get some further treatment. Not sure quite what happened in that wee tangle up, but United, who will be a player down for the moment. Brotherton on the ball. Nice connection playing there from Garriga. There goes McLennan. Showing a clean pair of heels, but runs out of green turf. Turnover. It looks like Hall's made his way back out into the park here. He's on the ball, flicking it on, but can't find a blue shirt. Howson. Nice and calm on the ball there. And it comes to Vale. Brotherton. Getting hunted down there by Wilkinson. Long ball forward. Grover's got onto it. Bit of a coming together in there again. Hall getting tangled up. Looks like Angus Kilcolly has come out second best on that one. Well, we've seen Angus Kilcolly down here. He played a season with Canterbury United some years ago. He's been around a wee while now. Amassed 10 goals in 10 matches for Auckland City this year and during the Northern League. Quite some effort there. Those two familiar setup there for Auckland City. Two wide centre backs. Just enjoying time. The space as Wilkinson tries to close it down, and Vale is having to go back. Brotherton intercepted slightly there by Will Pearce. And Matheson does well there to block that searching ball forward from Vale. Vale turns into Howson. Matheson intercepting that one. Looks like Eddie Wilkinson will try to contain Auckland City into one side of the park. But here comes Howson. Ball's made its way across the park into the 18-yard line, 18-yard area. It's Howson. And he's still got his long range boots on. Sends that one well up and over the goal. And Scott Morris will have his first touch of the day. There goes McLennan. Brings it down. Nice play into Pearce. Pearce out to Matheson. Wilkinson wants it to his feet. He's got it there. Pearce trying to slide the ball through to McLennan, but here comes Dylan Minicum. Pearce doing well there. And Wilkinson will run all day. Good intensity to this game so far from both sides. Vale down the line, trying to release Dylan Minicum. Pearce on the ball, brings it down. Out to Matheson. Back he goes to Grover, who sends it in the direction of Rambuka and Wilkinson. But Auckland City have had position there momentarily. Well, out on this left-hand side of the Auckland City lineup, Dylan Minicum and Jordan Vale. If Auckland City can get their way through to the final of this National League this year, and they both are selected for the starting lineup, so we'll reach 100 caps for Auckland City. As I said earlier on, plenty of experience out there. Matheson down the line. Wilkinson under pressure from Brotherton. And Garriga on the ball. Good cover in there from the central midfielder. And it's Adam Mitchell able to just slide forward. A late whistle in there from Koana War, but probably not a hard decision to make there as the two players came together. Brotherton off to Mitchell. Wilkinson again trying to cut it off. Flirting with danger here, Auckland City, but quite comfortable in doing so. Here's Drake squaring the ball in, and Morris, well, from this angle that looked quite tight, but Morris looked relatively comfortable in clearing that one. Well, that was last week against Miramar Rangers, where the energy of Eddie Wilkinson forced a mistake from the Miramar keeper and was able to dispossess him, and that's the kind of thing that the high line of Christchurch United will be looking to do again today. So it's just Brotherton on the ball. He's seen a move. Up it goes to Kukoli. Tidy skills in there to Manicum. Bell, Adam Bell there at right side. Defending in there from Lapsley. As Joe Lee will provide him a handful today. Should be a good contest between Lapsley and Lee, actually. Both high energy players, good wheels about them. And here's their first corner of the day. It's well in there, and Morris doing very well to get across his goal line and take that one in the off the top of Auckland City head. Weston to Lapsley. Searching ball forward, looking for McLennan. Pearce was up there too. The throw's got to McLennan. It's very strong on the ball. And tidy footwork as well from the Scotsman. It's cut it back to Rabuka. Rabuka slides it across the face of the goal. Very good opportunity there. All created from the strength of Daniel McLennan. He got round one, slight stumble, got the ball to the left foot of Mika Rabuka. But just couldn't find that corner. Wow. It must have been a touch in there from either the defender or the keeper, because Lapsley's going to make the long journey from left back to swing this one in. With a high degree of accuracy usually. Look at the picture there. No, not a blue shirt in the box, but here they will come. There's a head in there sitting around, floating around. McLennan straight into Brotherton, who is well positioned to block that one. The pinballed around in the 6-yard line. He didn't know where it was going to land. Unfortunately for Auckland City, there were plenty of bodies in there. Here come Auckland City. I love this opportunity with a bit of space in front of them. also more than happy just to gain some composure through possession. Vale, go back to Brotherton. Searching ball forward. Lapsley and Lee. Contending that one, and it's back with Lapsley. Gets it down the line. A well-placed ball for Wilkinson to release McLennan. Just his touch let him down there slightly, but he stays in the game. And here goes Wilkinson driving into the box. Held up by the number of white shirts in front of him. They keep position. McLennan gets the left foot. Can't get it beyond the first defender. And I think we just might have a throw in, have we? Lapsley to Todd Smith. Sets off. He's got the ball to the top of the area. McLennan getting to the byline. Tries to cut it back. Another ball driven across from Wilkinson, but once again, Auckland City getting enough bodies in there to take away the opportunities. It'll have to be a true 90-minute game here from Christchurch United to contend with this Auckland City side who have a knack of popping up in unusual places and scoring goals, especially in that dying minutes of halves of football. So many times you would look through the results. Auckland scoring in the 45th +3, and there's nice work from Joe Lee as he gets into the box, but his journey comes to a halt. We're back in with the ball halfway with Auckland City. Brotherton into Mannequin. Matheson coming through. Nice, strong, fair tackle there. Rabuka. Out to McLennan. Actually considering his options. Weston. Out to Grover. He'll go all the way back to Morris. Grover. Under pressure from Mannequin. Grover going in the middle field for Hull. Hull flicking it forward. Nice work in there from Will Pearce, being strong on the ball. Grove will go back to Morris. Weston rolls it into Todd Smith. Todd Smith considering his options. He's going to look for McLennan. The well-timed run, but the ball's going to be too heavy. And Auckland City will play out from the back again. Brotherton. Back to Mitchell. Rabuka and Wilkinson doing well there to limit the options. Mannequin. Clever ball, but the pressure's on from the blue shirts. So far, coping well. Rabuka spinning and finding himself surrounded by white shirts there. Talented player on the ball is Mika Rabuka. Very handy on the futsal court. As are so many of these players these days. Brotherton will go back to Mitchell. Receives it back. Looks forward, rolls it forward. To Kelly. Kelly back to Vale. Vale into Mitchell. Doesn't like the look of that side. Come back down the left-hand side. Pearce putting pressure on Vale. Comfortable on the ball, Auckland City. Mitchell back into Brotherton. Waiting, looking for the runs. Nothing coming as yet for this Auckland City side. Strong contact in there. Kilcolly asking for some favours from the referee. Some good communication in there from the front two of Christchurch United as they try to break down and put pressure on the composed defence of Auckland City. Can't see it, but out of picture I'd suggest there's plenty of movement. Plenty of good tracking, but there's a great ball through here for Dylan Manicum. One-on-one with Joe Matheson, and Morris looked to have that covered, but that's Auckland City. They can turn nothing into something very quickly. It was a ball that sliced through the Christchurch United defence. And it was wide from Dylan Manicum, who got himself into a great position and via a great ball. I think it might have been Angus Kilcolly who slid that one through on the half turn. Some great vision. Tight in there from Auckland City, but they've come out of it well. Kilcolly, there's a big run here from Jordan Vale, but Kilcolly says no thank you. I'm going to go myself. And he just wasn't able to get it on target. Well, Jordan Vale had provided him with a good option. But Kilcolly, he's a confident goal scorer and would have backed himself there as he drove across the box and unleashed a left foot wide of the goal. Well, it seems to me that Auckland City are going to look to lift the tempo here a wee bit. just over 20 minutes on the clock, but here comes an opportunity for Christchurch United. Pearce has tried to wait a pass through for the advancing Wilkinson. But Connor Tracy had that one well covered. Balls with Howson. We'll go back to Mitchell. Howson now just dropping into the back line to maybe provide a bit more space higher on the field. Howson. Ball into feet to Kilcolly. Nice work in there from Hill. Dispossessed from Jordan Vale as he retreated. Back to Connor Tracy, there go, Auckland City. As once again, they'll try to construct an attack from the back line. setup here that uses the entire width of the pitch. Auckland City when they have the ball. Brotherton can't see anything going forward down there. He'll go back to Mitchell. There goes the forward ball to Manicum. Under pressure from Matheson. And it's Gariga who's come to get the ball. Have we go, but Wilkinson is able to stick with him. Brotherton and Mitchell again, exchanging passes. Waiting for that moment. So look up the pitch, and here goes a long ball forward. Matheson's got a head on it. Garriga's come forward to get it. Pierce up, challenging with Howson. Drake. Vale, ball gets out to Vale from Manicum. Receives the ball back. Manicum driving across the area. It's got to Kilcolly. Out to Lee. Manicum out on the right-hand side this time. Lee, the great run through. Into the 18-yard box he goes. Skips round one. Squares it into the 6-yard box. But a wayward shot. Vale's on the ball. Ball's at the penalty spot. Well saved by Morris. Reed Drake, right at the penalty spot. Really testing the United defence here, Auckland City. It's Manicum who's just wandered offside as he received the ball. Well, some good defensive organisation from United, and it had to be because Auckland City were asking some pretty tricky questions there. Absolutely. As it forward, it's a free header. Nicole Colley back into Manicum. Manicum back into Vale, and again back into Mitchell. Brotherton unable to find anyone, now is into Manicum. Brotherton clipping it forward. Howson under pressure from Weston. And both players requesting the throw. It's gone the way of Auckland City. Howson under pressure. Back to Manicum. All the way back to Brotherton, to Mitchell. Brotherton. Long ball forward. Well, composure in there shown from Blake Weston. Nods the ball back to his keeper. And the ball's into McLennan. Lapsley sends a long one forward. Wilkinson will give chase. And Wilkinson just catching the player as he went through. Would have been young Adam Bell. He's on the ball there on the right side. Vale looks forward, doesn't see anything. Delivers the ball back and takes off. Manikim. Keep close eyes on Manikim from Show Matheson. Comes Brotherton out to Vale. Manikim considers his options, going to try to get it beyond McLennan, but can't do so. We're just changing position here a couple of times. Wilkinson going to create some sort of mistake from this Auckland City defence. But once again, under controlled composure. Brotherton into Garriga. Garriga just getting back into Mitchell. Here goes Brotherton. Something different. Surging run forward. Given time. Space out to Lee. Overlapping run from Bell. Who's cross. I could only find the end netting. We'll have a goal kick. Well, as we approach the half-hour mark, so not unusual to see Auckland City with no goals. They do take their time. And United will be maybe a wee bit disappointed not to have created a few more chances, but Auckland City's position has limited that. As Vale and Manikim exchange passes. There's a ball into Manikim. Morris has committed himself and chipped the keeper, but the flag was raised nice and early. And Karana War had no hesitation in agreeing with his linesman. Lapsley. Ball goes to McLennan. McLennan's not able to find his mark. Wilkinson has come away with it. Now McLennan's got it. Can he find anybody? No, it's the defence that wins that one, and we've got another corner for Christchurch United. It's time from the left-hand side. Well, the forecast earlier in the week had some rain predicted for today, but there's no sign of it. It remains a nice hot day here at Christchurch United Football Centre as the ball goes in. The goal! Now, everybody missed that. It was the slightest of touches, and the way Blake Weston in the number 27 shirt here jumped up, caught the ball, and inside that upright it went. I hope they're going easy on the high fives there as Blake Weston got a bit of a finger injury going on, but he'll be delighted to have got a goal there. Well, just what the game needed, as the purists will say. United second on the possession stats, but a lead, a goal to nil at the 32nd minute mark. Blake Weston off the corner of Eddie Wilkinson. And we're going to have to see a desperate Auckland City try to get themselves back into this game. Definitely got all the tools. See if they can put them to use. Brotherton and Mitchell exchanging passes. House and Manikin driving in. Being monitored all the way by Todd Smith. Lee on the ball. Tidy footwork. Working his way around. That's Lapsley who's come away with the ball. And it's McLennan who couldn't keep the ball in. Back they go, Auckland City, giving themselves some depth and space and time on the ball. So Pierce has moved into a more central role for the moment. This well, both sides showing that they're well practiced and well drilled at what they're doing. Auckland City's possession game at the back. Vale to Manikin, back to Brotherton, and back to Mitchell. And we can see this Christchurch United attack trying to cut the game, cut the field in half with their defensive positioning. And that depth that Mitchell and Brotherton are giving this Auckland City side really does make it hard for the team without possession. Here comes Garriga. McLennan back, making his life hard. Dell to Lee. Lee skips inside one. Cut out by Weston. Wilkinson's going to got the ball back for United. They're unable to keep it. Here's Howson. Garriga. Back to Brotherton to Manikin. Manikin spins forward. Gets around Hall. Howson, top of the box. Kilcully. Here comes Howson. Right at the top of the 6-yard box. Squares the ball in, and easy as you like. Auckland City are back in the game. Straight read there with the easiest of tap-ins. Ball started here with Manikin to Howson. Got Kilcully at the top of the box. Bit of a lucky scramble through here, but Howson come up trumps. And his ball across to Reed Drake. Has got Auckland City level at the 36-minute mark. That's the quality of the side. It's Auckland City side. And always just step it up that notch. It allows them to get a goal. And Garriga in plenty of space in that central midfield. Manikin chips into Howson, receives the ball back. Out it comes to Vale. Vale chops back onto his right foot. Howson provides the support. Manikin to Vale. Vale just able to step around, but a disconnection there as McLennan comes away with the ball. But plenty of white shirts in his way. Lapsley trying to get the ball forward to a teammate, but can't do so. Unfortunately for the Christchurch United left back, he'll get to restart from the throw. Bell doing well there, didn't set that one. Howson rolled it into Brotherton, out to Vale, it will come. Looks forward, sees some space. Into Manikin. And he's released down the left-hand side, given chase from Sho Matheson. Vale with an overlapping run. Rabuka's kept up with him and blocks the any cross and gives Christchurch United a corner to defend. far post. Morris has got a big hand up and flicked it away. Joe Lee all the way back. Bell rolls it into Manukam and gets it back. Adam Bell, product of the Olay Football Academy. Young player on the rise. And our centre backs are back in position. Harrison able to turn, gets the ball out to Vale. Gives the ball to Manukam with some space. Kilcolly, inside one. Well cleared from United, but the ball's back with Brotherton. And now Mitchell. Oh, McLennan. Unable to keep position for his side as United are trying to build. Get some position and build out of their defensive half, but things are closed down so quickly and Manukam in a bit of space. Howson clipping forward. Kilcolly on the ball, squares to Manukam, lays it back to Howson's left foot. Dead centre of the 18-yard box and has given his side a 39-minute lead. 2 square balls and laid back from Manukam, and Morris could do very little about that one. Now this is where we home side is going to have to dig deep. Auckland City just finding a wee bit more space and time in that midfield area. And searching ball forward. Just makes its way out. There's a pass to Pearce. Pearce to McLennan. Overlaps. Wilkinson's got the ball out the left-hand side. Looks for someone to connect with. No one at this stage. Goes back to Lapsley. Lapsley returns him the ball. Wilkinson, they're keeping a close eye on him at the moment. And tenacious defending there from Auckland City, and they'll come away with it. The ball as they work it across. Howson clips it out to Manukam. An overlapping run there from Howson. Squares the ball in. Weston with a desperate toe in. Vale to Howson. Manukam clipping a ball into Kilcolly, just a nod on. That's cleared. Yes, McLennan. McLennan trying to find himself into some space. He's big and strong and he can't be stopped at the moment. But the pass isn't accurate. And some coming together there between Wilkinson and Mitchell, by the looks of it. No, yes, it is Mitchell who's on the deck.
What did you do?
Well, there was the National Women's League in round 10 of their National League at the moment, and it's been one game so far where Central Football have lost 9-1 to Eastern Suburbs. One more game today with Capital Football hosting Northern Rovers. Tomorrow, Canterbury United Pride at English Park will host Western Springs, and Auckland United will be hosting Southern United. So, opportunity there for City, but came to nothing. Morris and Todd Smith doing well there to get the ball back. Pearce exchanges passes. Searching ball forward here, Rabuka being challenged by Tracy, but might have been a late challenge as we followed the ball out. It was Wilkinson's ball out to Rambuka. It must have got collected shortly after the pass was delivered. Weston will go to Lapsley.
There. I got a.
Unfortunately, we've got a bit of a technical difficulty here. We just have got no vision of the game just at this moment. We'll be back with you shortly as soon as we can. Well, apologies there. We just had a wee technical difficulty on bringing you the pictures of that last couple of moments of additional time in that first half. Let's have a look at the highlights from that first half. It was a great save in here from Morris under pressure from Sam Botherton that started the opportunities, but it was great play in here from Daniel McLennan that gave Mika Rabuka a great opportunity, and it was a save and a half there. Dylan Malcolm was giving Sho Matheson all sorts of trouble today, and it was a through ball that presented him with his first opportunity. And it was Kilcolly who drove across but couldn't find the net on that occasion, as Auckland City's managed to turn a lot of possession into chances. Vale's ball into Reed Drake, provided him an opportunity, but the goal scoring all started here for Christchurch United. Eddie Wilkinson swung it in, and big central defender Blake Weston nodded that one down into the corner. Didn't take long for Auckland City to reply. It was Cam Howson who got himself free, squared the ball, and that man, Reed Drake, with the simplest of tap-ins at the far post. And then again, a couple of square balls. Manicum finds Howson, the top of the box. The left foot comes out, and boom, it's a goal. That's given Auckland City the 2-1 advantage here at half-time from Christchurch Football Centre. We'll be back with you, hopefully with plenty of moving pitches in the second half. searching for Wilkinson, but unable to get it to him. And be Matheson, who will start from the rethrow. Hall, back to Matheson. This is more of what Paul Eiffel would like to see out of United for the second half. Throw towards Pearce, but intercepted. Mannequin on the ball, but blocked by Matheson. Pearce doing well there to scramble in and keep it in. Todd Smith. He's searching ball through. Wilkinson on the edge area, getting the ball under control. Turning into trouble when there's been a foul spotted by a referee, Campbell Kirk Kawanawar. And Wilkinson doing well to bring the ball under, turned into a lot of traffic there. And the replay might give us a wee look into the foul that was committed. And it looks like this week, I think Will Pearce will take the penalty. Last, here it goes. Well, I'm just missing that part of the replay. It was last week when Will Pearce seemed to have the penalty all shaped up, and Eddie Wilkinson came in, took the penalty, but it's Will Pearce this time, who sends it crashing off the left-hand upright and out. Same result last week when Eddie Wilkinson's penalty was saved. To another missed penalty for Christchurch United. Will have Paul Eiffel and his coaching staff looking skyward. In disbelief, that could have made it a very interesting start to the second half. But Connor Tracy showed some relief as he saw that ball pinging off the upright. And here's this penalty of Wilkinson closed down as he turned. It looked like Sam Brotherton there might have just clipped the heel as he went by him to give Christchurch United that opportunity, which ultimately was not taken. Brotherton. Well, here goes Connor Tracy being asked some questions of his own players. Might have been a bit of a knock up there as well on McLennan, who's trying to stretch something out. Adam Bell into Garriga. To Howson. Garriga. Out to Bell. Bell down the line to Lee. Back to Mitchell and to Tracy. Tracy out to Brotherton. Brotherton searching, sees a bit of space, looks to use it. Feeds it out to Mannequin. Clips inside to Howson. Howson able to turn. Desperate defending in there from Hull. Leads to a throw in here for Auckland City. Well, a shout out to the crew down at Kia Street watching this game. Got a wonderful bunch of supporters of Auckland City. I'm sure they'll all be on the edge of their seats with this one at this stage, as Christchurch United are putting up a great showing. But the composed nature at which Auckland City go about their business, and their confidence in their play and passing is great to watch. So ball into Gilcolly, fouled by Weston. Big shout out to my favourite, hopefully at Care Test Street, so Arthur Egan. Brought a bit of his company at times, and great man. And is what Morris able to shut that one down. Good opportunity there for Drake Reed. Let's see if Christchurch United maybe keeps some position, and Weston clips it forward into McLennan. Rambuka with a somewhat ambitious move forward. Didn't come off. Howson's able to turn and switch play for Auckland City. Garriga providing a central option, but it's back into Brotherton, who uses that space for a forward run. There's Ballsby's stolen it. Was that an opportunity for a big long range shot? Similar to Howson last week, but not quite the same result. The ball's into McLennan. Back into Todd Smith. The pressure's on immediately. Todd Smith turns on it. Back into Weston. Weston into Lapsley. Great chasing in there from Joe Lee. Clever little play in there to exchange the ball with Bell, and McLennan has collected the first yellow of the day. Losing his feet there to, unfortunately, clatter into Adam Bell. Garriga to Mitchell to Brotherton, who returns the ball back to each other. Vale under all sorts of pressure there, but done well to retain possession. Brotherton off to Mitchell. Rambuka, hot in the heels of Garriga, able to dispossess. Matheson into Pearce, to Hall. No, it's Todd Smith. Balls back to Weston. Lapsley, all the way back to Morris, they go. Searching ball forward, easily won by Bell. Weston puts it back with a bit of interest, but there's no blue shirts chasing that. Clever work there from Brotherton. Wasn't a Vale to McCallum.
Yeah, they're just setting up the board now for
Comes Vale down the left-hand side, looking for opportunities to link up. And they've done so, got the ball out to Bell. Good patience showing. Didn't force the issue. Mitchell. Mitchell again. Milliken putting the ball through to advancing centre back Mitchell, who's spun and can't get the better of Miki Rambuka. Turns the ball forward for Wilkinson, who's tirelessly running after it. There's good support and position play here from Auckland City, and Joseph Lee just squeezes past Lapsley. Manikin. Back to Reed. Drake. Bell. Back to Drake. Garriga. And back to the centre back duo. And out the other side come Auckland City. Brotherton providing a bit of depth, and it's Wilkinson again. Not too far away from burglaring, if that's a word. Still in the position. That is Dylan Malcolm now. Advances down the left, cuts in, comes across. Under all sorts of pressure there from Joe Hall, who's overstepped the mark. And we're going to see our first change.
16, sorry.
We have Joel Peterson.
Oh, they've changed numbers for some reason. 12 is off.
Coming on, and Noah Bingsley. And it's Mika Rabuka and Joe Hall, who've made their way to the sideline. I wonder where Noah Bingsley's going to end up in this formation. We'll be straight into a defensive mode, as Auckland City have got a pretty tantalising position here with a free kick just outside the 18-yard line. Cam Howson's left foot, no doubt, be very interested in getting on the end of this one. Scott Morris will be at the ready, but there's also another player standing over the ball. And it's Howson. Sends it rocketing into the wall and sends a Christchurch United player to the floor. Well, that's what the wall's there for. Did its job there today on this occasion. Yeah, it's Captain Todd Smith putting his body on the line there. We're going to have a Auckland City corner. And Todd Smith will have to start the game from the sideline. And Matheson, for some reason, just headed to the bench, but he's stayed on the field. Swung in, and Wilkinson doing well to force another corner. Auckland City in position. Howson flings it in, and it was Sam Brotherton who remained in the high line, who got a good free hitter at it, but wasn't able to get it goalward. Morris's clearance, well won. Auckland City. Here comes Howson. Clever ball into the 18-yard box. The ball seems to have flicked up there and hit a hand. And a pretty unintentional sort of handball, but it was Blake Weston on the retreat, and it flicked up and hit that injured hand, which I'm sure everybody in the blue shirt would have been trying to keep that hand from getting injured again, but up flicks the ball, clatters into the hand of Blake Weston, and Auckland City have an opportunity here to make it 3. Angus Kilcolly looks to be the man in charge of this spot kick. steps. Straight down the middle. And it's Angus Kilcolly with a 59th minute penalty to cement the advantage for the visitors. Quite unfortunate there for Blake Weston. It was a well set up opportunity from Auckland City. The through ball from Howson was clever and created an opportunity that just so happened to flick up into the defender's hand. Well, the pressure's straight on Weston again. Manicum under pressure, spins out and leaves two United players in the dust. And here's Howson with a bit of room to move. Ball's in, but well's cleared for the moment for Christchurch United. What an opportunity for City. And they're back under possession after what was a great chance, but some desperate defending in there from the Christchurch United players. Sees the score remain at 3-1. Drake out to Howson. Howson to Vale. Vale to Manicum. Into Kilcolly to Vale. Clever play there from Vale, and he's gone crashing to the floor, but no thanks is referee Kavana War. And United will continue to try to get themselves back in this game. Wilkinson sees some space. And it's closed up pretty quickly on him. Tracy on the ball, considering his options. Mitchell sending it forward into Kilcolly. Kilcolly hounded by Weston, and bit of a clip there has resulted in a free kick for the visitors. Garriga gets it underway. Out to Brotherton. Turns back into Mitchell. Tracy's there to provide some depth to this place. Brotherton straight into Kilcolly. Kilcolly under pressure from Grover. Done well there. McLennan into Todd Smith, intercepted, and here comes Joe Lee. Joe Lee back into Kilcolly. Drake exchanges passes in there with Garriga. Brotherton out to Vale. Vale trying to take on Pearce, but can't get by him. And Pearce has done well to get some position for the blue shirted home side. But things get tight real quick with this Auckland City defence. Todd Smith back to keeper Scott Morris. Manicum considering his options. He'll go to his mate Jordan Vale. Skips inside. Drives to the top of the area. Well read by Billingsley. And Wilkinson clips down the line. And it's Joel Peterson who gets the ball back to Wilkinson. Here's on the ball. Spins. Turns inside, drives it across the 6-yard box. clattered off the keeper. A close opportunity there for the home side. Here he is, spinning, giving himself some room to move, and spins in and out and leaves Adam Mitchell in his wake. But the delivery isn't there. Well, one more look at this penalty. No. Matheson looking to get the ball down, as is Todd Smith and Kilcolly as it bounces round. Todd Smith able to get it back to Grover. Grover into Billingsley. Closed down by Lee. Clips into the offside, Joel Peterson there. Joel Peterson doing a bit of coaching around the Christchurch United junior teams. Recently returned from a US stint at the US college system. Tracy inside a 6-yard box. Wilkinson still chasing. Lee pressured by Lapsley, but the ball's back with Bell. Some room ahead of him. Tries to link up with Lee, but unable to do so. Lapsley into McLennan. Back into Pearce. Skips inside one. Connects well with Wilkinson. Wilkinson sends McLennan into the vacant left-hand side space. And Tracy's done well to cover his area there as Joel Peterson was looking to be on the end of that McLennan cross. Nice interchange there, connections with the Christchurch United team, but no reward. Lee closed down again by Lapsley. Drake, big switch. Brotherton sees some space ahead of him. Vale into Manicum. Manicum tries to do a wee chip kick around Matheson, but unable to. Matheson will make way for Spain. Good shift in there from Show Matheson. And looks like Daniel Main will also come on for Will Pearce. Daniel Main works here at the club as the Christchurch United media man. There's a lot of work around the club. The 18-year-old. Mannequin. Searching ball forward. Grover's over there to give cover. It was just enough to slow the progress. Morris sends it out towards Spain. A wayward pass, but Spain's recovered. Billingsley back into Weston. Weston taps it out towards Lapsley. Lapsley, a bit unconventional in there, and good battle in there with Lee. Spain, loosest touch, but Todd Smith able to get the ball under. Grover chips it into a contest, and it's come up with Auckland City in possession. Lee exchanging with Kilcolly. Bell under pressure from McLennan. It is nicely played out of there by the back three at Auckland City. Here comes Jordan Vale. Into Harrison. Back into Garriga. Manicum on the ball. Quick flick and gets rid of the attention of Jordan Spain. Grover goes back to Morris. Morris done well with the bounce there, but can only find the dugout. Spain into Billingsley. Turns back into Grover. There you go, Wilkinson. Under all sorts of pressure. He's kept the ball. Here's Spain. Go back to Grover. Across to Weston. Apsley. Finds McLennan. Nice 1-2 in there with Joel Peterson, but keeper Connor Tracy had his area covered. Here's a ball through to find Joel Peterson, a lot of space on the left-hand side. He drives it across, but the cover defence from Bell was there. Well, as quickly as Joel Peterson found himself in an acre of space, it was quickly closed down by young Adam Bell, who's blocked across, in and off Peterson to earn a goal kick for his side. Have a little touch there. Ball come out to Bell. Nice little touch of play by Drake. Comes Bell. Goes back to the security of Garriga, Mitchell, and Brotherton. Vale on the ball. And Auckland City are getting a bit more of this composed position about themselves. They put the stranglehold on this game with just under half an hour to go. Tracy sends it forward. Nice little flick on. Full in that no man's area of Manicum. Has just got himself offside. There can't have been much in it. But the ball was falling right into that space between defender, attacker and goalkeeper. And to some relief of the Christchurch United fans, the assistant referee's flag was raised. Weston to Grover. Grover way back to Morris. And there's that pressure on him. Was a wee bit too much. McLennan. Back to Lapsley. Lapsley goes to Todd Smith. And Lee on the ball to Garriga. Garriga back into Brotherton to Mitchell. As the press from Christchurch United is trying to extract a mistake. But nothing as yet from this Auckland City defence. as they play out through Drake. Fail back into Mitchell. Howson under pressure from Billingsley. It's done well there. And Wilkinson spinning on and squaring the ball in surely. You think it might be Daniel McLennan with the last touch. Wilkinson spins Howson, drives into the area, gets his head up, drives it across, and yes, it was off Connor Tracy, couldn't handle, and it was in off Daniel McLennan's legs into an open net. And we might just have this game back on. Oh, what might have been if that penalty hadn't been missed by the earlier in this half. Well, young Adam Bell has made it to the sideline and try to catch up with who he's been replaced by. But a good shift from Adam Bell. And forward go United. Spain's not able to handle that one, and Manikim's on the ball.
I think 23. Yeah, I think so.
Morris. Throw out to United, able to get the ball under some possession, but it's gone skyward again. We go Billingsley in the middle of the park. Comes square out to Lapsley. Gets the ball back. Nice from Spain. Quickly interchange, sees nothing. Back will go to Grover. Out to Weston. Weston clipping it in towards Lapsley. McLennan working hard to get the ball. It comes the way of Auckland City. Todd Smith with a through ball. Howson to Manikim. Spain. Grover doing well there to compete in the air with Angus Kilcolly. Kilcolly will cut out and propelled forward by Joe. Might have been Daniel Main in there. Spain under pressure from Manikim. Billingsley's got on the ball. Todd Smith goes back to Weston. And a bit too much on that one. Plenty of instructions in there from the sideline from assistant Ika Konano. Plenty of enthusiasm coming in from the crowd. United sniffing this real opportunity to get themselves in the game, and Wilkinson beaving around looking for the ball hungrily. And There's no advantage, according to the referee, Kawana War. Auckland City will restart. Wilkinson is making sure that it is a forward ball. Well won by Kulkoli. Western's clearance is questionable. Gariga pouncing on it. Mannequin trying to find his way through, but can't do it. Western on the ball, and cleverly and calmly kicks the ball towards the sideline. And Joel Peterson is unable to keep that one in. There you go. Did not enjoy that close contact there from McLennan. And depending how referee Kawana War saw this one, we could be in for a bit of trouble. McLennan picked up a yellow earlier on. He just got stood on, but the through ball gave a lot of trouble out there for the Christchurch United defence. Morris had made it out there to squash things and has resulted in a corner. And it's a free header, steered just wide. A clever, a tidy corner in from Auckland City. Take the goal kick. Put up Tornin. Does well. Wilkinson. Strong on the ball again. Lapsley. Doesn't like the look of his ball. Forward. And I suggest that might have found the sideline. We've got another substitution here. And I think it's a Christchurch United change. Oh, there was a change there. I'm not quite sure who's come on there. Here come United with a bit of space to move down the left-hand side. And it's shut down pretty quickly by the Auckland defence. Wilkinson on the ball. Into McLennan. Questioned about the validity of that challenge. Billingsley doing well to get the ball back for United. The ball flying into. Ended up with McLennan, who pivots and tries to fling it in. And he's going to get it at the top end of the box with Grover. Grover into Todd, flips it in, sees that run. Going to be pulled back into the 6-yard box, but cleared. Like Ben Lapsley has made his way to the sideline, which probably means Jackson Cole, young 16-year-old high school student, number 25 shirt has come on. And as Dylan Malcolm tried to make his way forward, it was desperate defending from Eddie Wilkinson to shut that opportunity down. As United boys try to rally themselves for one last push here, maybe get the point or more. But everything's in the hands of Auckland City at this stage with just over 5 minutes to go. Lee back into Kariga. He's looking for that hole. He's moving into Kilcolly, but can't connect back up with Kariga's forward run. Morris throws it into Main. No, it's Cole. And Cole just unfortunately and a substitution here. Ryan de Vries coming on for Auckland City. And Angus Kilcolly, goal scorer, will make his way to the sideline. Ryan de Vries collects his 144th cap for Auckland City. What a player to be able to bring on. This final dying stages of this round 7 National League Championship game. And it was Adam Mitchell, a diving, huge throw in there from Morris. McLennan's on the ball, working his way out of it. They've pulled him up for a free kick. Ball's gone to Peterson. He can't get by. So the ball's back into McLennan. He's going to switch play. Spain rolls it into Cole. Goes forward again. Wilkinson gives chase. Clever play. The balls end up with Weston from Grover. No. Yeah. Peterson on the end of it, but great defending in there from Jordan Vale. Has earned a goal kick, and we might be another change here for Auckland City. Fierce blow on the whistle, that's for sure. Well, something's happening off camera, and as we wait for Connor Tracy to get the ball underway, the referee's given some couple of very sharp blows on the whistle to get things moving again, I'm sure. Well up by Blake Weston. Here's McLennan on the turn, can't keep it under. Drake flicking the ball forward to Lee, covered by Weston. Grover, he's moved out here to left back since Lapsley's gone. Here's Tukaya Iwata, and this come on in the 13 shirt. Lee to Drake. Lovely little spin move to evade Grover from Joe Lee. Gets the ball to Drake. Go back to Garriga. Goes to Iwata. As they rotate through. Garriga to Manikim to Iwata. Iwata to DeVries. And here's Iwata getting into the box. Well, Jackson Cole got a wee bit of a tangled up, but Iwata kept his feet. Manikim under pressure from Main. The two young players for Christchurch United there, working hard for their team. Nelson strong on the ball, but United through Wilkinson have the ball. Well, the assistant referee will be considering how many extra minutes. Don't think there'll be many. A couple of wee moments for substitutions, maybe. But there's not much left in this. And usually this sort of fixture would be the biggest one in town, but not today. Christchurch, we've got the Football Ferns taking on Korea at Orange Theory Stadium, which is great to see New Zealand football playing a game down here in Christchurch. Be another fixture on Tuesday, which will be sure well attended. And what a great day for football in the city. And of course, we've got one more game here in Christchurch where tomorrow when the Women's National League will take place with Canterbury United taking on Western Springs. As we draw close on this one, Auckland City have the ball at the right end of the park for their cause. Awata interchanging with Manicum. And he found himself offside. Weston's going to try to get this up the other end. Surely, who can help him? Big searching ball, didn't quite get hold of that one. And referee Kawana War will be checking his timepiece out and considering how many more minutes will be left in this one. Drake on Western to Vale, and there is the final whistle, and it brings this game to a close. The visitors Auckland City 3 at Christchurch United 2 is your final result here. You might have a couple of highlights to look at as we can see here from the first half. There's a great bit of work from Scott Morris, who is a pretty solid custodian today. Daniel McLennan looks to be going strength to strength as he returns from fitness. Set up Mika Rabuka here and drew out a top draw save from Connor Tracy. And it was a fantastic ball here to Dylan Manicum in, who couldn't get the ball on target in one of his first opportunities. Which coming for Auckland City, and it was Angus Kilcolly who couldn't put that one on target. Vale found Reed Drake, but here's the opening of the goal scoring. There's a corner bent in towards the big centre back, Blake Weston, who got up and over the ball and put it in. Didn't take long for Auckland City to reply. It was Cam Howson here with a ball into, and then he got the ball back across the 6-yard box, and it was Reed Drake who tapped it in. Nice little interchange between Howson and Kilcolly to set that one up. And again, Kilcolly to Manicum. Manicum had the peace of mind to find Howson at the top of the area, who drove it in with that left foot. So lethal. And it was Kilcolly who put the penalty away after United had missed a penalty opportunity at the other end moments earlier to give them a 3-1 win, a 3-1 lead. Wilkinson was a handful all day, spinning and creating chances, ran all day to give his side some hope. McLennan played well, and unfortunately for him, no reward until it was bounced in off him from Wilkinson's cross, off the hands of Tracy, and into McLennan to give himself the goal. Well, it had a lot today. There was plenty of heat in the day and plenty of heat on the pitch when it came to the scores. 5 goals today, all went in the favour of the visiting side. But I'd say Paul Eiffel there talking to his Christchurch United side will not be too unhappy with the kind of effort that the boys put in. Definitely side of the experience of Auckland City. Were probably always the bookies' favourite on this one. But the end result is Auckland City 3, Christchurch United 2.